So here we have from 1967 disco data, and as you can see the blouse is, I haven't done it up, but from the front on display it doesn't show. And so disco data consists of, so we've got some translucent orange neon closed-toe shoes, and that will be marked Japan. And then the outfit consists of two other pieces. So there is, let's bring that around. Let's stop that there. So there's a dress with spaghetti straps. You can see that's the top of the underdress there, but it's one piece. I think it's quite, yeah, I can't easily lift that up. This is one I took off the original card, so it is a mint example, and you can see how sharp these pleats are. So yeah, you want to look, if you're looking for a mint example, be looking at how sharp these pleats are. And you can also see that it's we call it shot here, well, the UK term is a shot fabric. I think in the States it's iridescent. Basically it's, anyway, what I understand is there's one colour on the warp, another colour on the weft, which then creates a shimmer in the fabric depending on the angle at which you're looking at it. But it's, I think it's probably might be a neon orange. It's definitely a neon pink that comes through. And then the top part of it is sort of like a long blouse, and it's quite a delicate piece. We come in, and then just bring that around a little bit more to show you. Yeah, so you can see there's just a little bit of sort of like the seam there. I think in this example the armholes are quite tight, which is why it was tricky to actually close it. And I didn't want to try and close it for fear of either breaking the elastic loop or just stretching it out. I think it's probably quite a awkward fabric to work with. It's a like lace type fabric, so there's already lots of holes, so then trying to create tiny little armholes in a fabric like this is going to be awkward. So I understand why maybe this one is trickier to close. So let's just bring her back around, and then on the other side, yeah, you can see there's the button, and it would just sort of close there. So it looks a little bit odd as I'm turning her around, but you know, when I stop her there and just bring that back in, you can see it doesn't show on display. And this is a Summer Sand twist and turn, and I think she's got her original rubber band in her hair. It's sort of dried out there, and then original 1967 hair ribbon. And I'm actually going to bring in, so this is another Summer Sand doll I have. I don't know if it shows. Let me see if I... But there is just... Yeah, it may not show on the camera, but there's very slight sort of difference. To me, this one's almost got a little bit of, I don't know what it is, like a pinkiness in it maybe, or something. They're just a little bit different, but they're both Summer Sand hair colour, or what was sold as ash blonde. And she's got her original factory set in her bangs with a little S swoop there. And she's got lovely complexion, I think. Actually, having said that, whether it will show up on display, there's just a hint of a little fade spot just below her eye there, and that's very typical, unfortunately, of the mod era dolls. They get these fade areas, little fade spots, sometimes bigger fade spots, and from what I've read, that's because when the vinyl was cast in the mold, I think it would, anyway, it was dyed after the casting, so the dye wasn't added to the vinyl mixture before the mold was cast. It was dyed afterwards, which I think then leads to problems with fading in the vinyl over time. And yeah, I try not to get dolls that do have them, but sometimes I miss things, and sometimes I can overlook things a little bit. But yeah, she's got lovely Cupid's bow, really lovely straight lashes, good complexion. Oops. And so there we go. So that's Disco Data from 1967. And having said that, I'm now almost questioning have I called it the right thing. Because I know maybe there's another outfit, I think from 66. It might be Disc Data or something. It's very similar, and I always get them the wrong way around. So I'm just going to look up in a reference book here to make sure. Yeah, it is Disco Data. And yeah, I've got my Blitman book that I always refer to. So voila.